Top of the evening to you all. This is the Wandering Yuki wishing another happy Friday and happy mid-January actually. You always hear about the passage of time going so fast. Well, I'm kind of thinking to myself that 2023 just started and we're already like halfway through January. Like, where does the time go? It felt like it was just yesterday when I was over with my friends having a bit of beef Wellington over at Gibby's. Or actually, I'll put a link on the corner if you're watching on YouTube if you want to revisit that. One of the few times that I get to showcase me and my stooges just goofing around having a beer and a good meal. But I don't feel like stepping outside because we do have a winter wonderland after all. It's a winter wonderland unless you're shoveling the snow, in which case it could go throw a rock at itself. But that means that instead of going out wandering the streets of Montreal, I'm gonna stay at home and have a good brew. And I got an appropriate one for time. This one is something I enjoyed trying at the Pixel Brewing Co, which is from Hochelaga of all places. And a lot of what I like about them is that they use like random video game, 80s pop culture references in here. And this one, there's no way I couldn't do it. It's a temporal IPA, but light's actually reflecting weirdly on it. This over here is a McFly IPA, and it says out of beer right on the license plate. If you're a Back to the Future fan, then you already know about this. I've had it before, but I think I highlighted on the channel like, I want to say last year. If you excuse me, people, I'm gonna go bump my head on the toilet right now. I'll be back. Dear. Yeah. What happened was that I thought that the secret of time travel was me coming up with a flux capacitor and thinking that I'm actually gonna hit my head on the toilet for that. Spoiler alert, I never came up with time travel. The most I got was a bit of a concussion and a little brain damage to go along with it. So I'm just gonna enjoy this without having to worry about trying to come up with time travel. And I'm doing this in a brand new pint glass for myself. No, not a new one. It's a different one. A handy one that's from Heineken that I got for free once over at the Old Dublin pub. It's a tall one. It's a bit of a chore to wash, but it's a very classy one and sometimes it's very appropriate. Good old Heineken. And what am I gonna say? Amsterdam's pride and joy? Is it? I've never actually been to Amsterdam, and I know I have a Dutch friend on here, so if you could tell me what's the one thing that Amsterdam is proud of, let me know in the comments section. And you could be as unfiltered as you want. I know what you're like. So ladies and gentlemen, cheers to you all. Here's to another happy Friday and another week down. So much like a New England IPA. Juicy, fruity, and unfiltered. Oh great, now I got the juicy fruit theme in my head. This is what happens when you watch too many commercials as a kid. You kind of remember them again years after the fact.